In the blue corner from Americano São Paulo, the team is Brazilian Thai. His trainer is Jonas Santos. He is 19 years old, 1.72 meters tall. He is left-handed. He has 4 fights, 3 victories, 2 by knockout, 1 defeat. This is Luan Santos. He is a young fighter, folks. In the red corner, right from Bragança, Paulista, the hometown boy. He is from the inside Gato team. His coach is Sergio Rezende. He's 18 years old, 1.67 meters, right-handed, 4 fights, 3 victories, 2 knockouts, and 1 loss. He is Jian Matsumoto. Another young fighter, 18 years old. This is his first fight with the WGP, and he is another promising fighter, this Jian Matsumoto. Both fighters young, both relatively inexperienced, but technically very good for their age levels. And these guys are 60 kilograms lightweights. They will be fast as lightning. And there they go. Jian already starting off with a combination of punches that was blinding fast. Luan starting with a right kick, and they're moving around, feeling each other out. I guess there goes a right high circular roundhouse kick by Jian. Moving in, both quickly getting in, using their knees in the clinch. They push each other off, and a left leg blinding fast by Luan Santos. Jian finding it a little bit. Oh, another left leg back kick by Luan. Almost connected in the face of Jian Matsumoto. Both fighters moving around. Jian having a little trouble finding the distance for his kicking techniques. Luan is able to fire those off right away. Jian is going to have to move in and block those. He's a little bit of a shorter fighter. There is another good combination by Luan as they move around super fast. Both of these fighters, 60 kilograms, nothing but bone and muscle, fast as lightning. There was a kick by Jian. That was a good punch by Jian as well. Moving in now, he seems to have found the distance. And a high kick by Jian. And that was beautiful. It was blocked, but it was almost in. And Jian moving back into the corner. And he is finding his distance now with his leg kicks, and they are fast. He is as fast a kicker as Luan, and that is impressive because Luan knows how to kick for sure. As they move around, move back a little bit. Those are some of the best kicks I've seen in this WGP in quite a while. Very fast, high technical kicking skills they both have. Both moving around. Another back leg kick by Jian. That was high, but it was blocked by Luan. If one of those kicks gets in, it's gonna be lights out. A jumping knee by Luan. That was blocked. Combination. Oh, boxing skills by Luan. That seemed to be effective. Almost entering into the face of Jian. Moving around a little bit. Luan seems to have picked up the rhythm of Jian's back legs, low kicks, and he seems to be able to avoid them or block them. There goes the Luan kicking to the ribcage of Jian as they move around. Into the corner, Luan is backed into the corner. Jian is using his boxing skills, pushing him back, moving him forward. Left hook by Jian. That was very effective against Luan Santos. Agora, the kicking skills have diminished a little bit in this later part of this round. They're relying more on boxing skills. Luan entering with a roundhouse, a right front kick, both using their boxing skills. Luan backed into the corner. The aggressor in the later half of this round has definitely been Jian Matsumoto, as he is using more boxing skills, getting in closer, judging his distance, and when he does move back a little bit, he is able to fire off those lightning fast kicks. That's the end of the first round, folks. I would say both corners are happy with the results of both fighters in this first round of this lightweight 60 kilograms, 132 pounds, K1 rules fight. Just for everybody to remember, we are in WG Kickboxing. All of boxing is allowed. Elbows are not allowed. Kicks to the and punches to the kidney area are not allowed. Knees to the face and to the upper torso are allowed. Spinning back fists are also allowed. I've only seen one in the first fight we saw tonight, but it was very slow by Bruno. They touch gloves. Oh, another back leg, right leg, high kick by Jian. Almost effective. As they move around, Jian seems to have found his footing a little bit better now. He's moving lightly, he's moving quickly. Luan seems to be standing a little bit more rigid, a little bit more steadfast as he tries jabbing with his back leg to see if he can judge the distance. But it's giving Jian an opening. He's able to move in. He is a little bit shorter, and if he is in close, he is so dangerous with those boxing skills that he has. And his legs, his kicks are super fast, and he's got a very tricky high roundhouse kick from the back leg that can go high. There he goes with that kick, and you could hear that hitting the rib cage of Luan Santos. As they go in the clinch, they hold each other, and they back off. The referee not needed. A left leg kick by Luan that was able to connect in the face of Jian. Not effective, but it did get in. A front kick. Both moving in now a little bit sloppy, not so nice, a little bit more of a brawl as they move into the corner. A nice back leg kick by Luan Santos as he judges his distance carefully. Another front leg. He's pushing back Jian a little bit better. There he is. He's able to get those kicks in. He's staying a little bit farther away as he moves. Oh, Jian backs him back into the corner and uses those boxing skills. Does that? Oh! That was a slip by Jian. No, not a knockdown. I can see blood coming off of Jian's head. He is bleeding from the side of his head. Is that the eye? No, it's his head. He's bleeding. He's got bleeding. He's all over the place. Let's see what the referee is going to do. We're going to have to stop that. Is that going to stop the fight, or is that going to just stop for medical attention so they can continue? When you're bleeding from the head, it doesn't have to be a big cut to be bleeding like it is. He is bleeding heavily from the side of his head as the doctor looks on, and you can see that gash on the side of his head. I don't know if that came from a kick or from punches, or if they accidentally bumped heads. Doctor was asking him if he's all right, if he feels okay to keep fighting. Jian Matsumoto confirming his health and his ability to keep fighting. Referee's asking if he can continue. Doctor's going to let him continue. And off they go. It's a pretty deep cut. Superficial maybe, but it is still there nevertheless. And he is coming back. He is ready to fight this Jian Matsumoto. He wants to fight. He is determined now. He is moving in. He is throwing wild punches, throwing kicks, and they are effective, but they are a little bit wild. Luan is trying to banish this flurry coming from Jian as he is angry and he is upset about that cut on his head. Oh, and there was a back leg roundhouse kick by Jian Matsumoto that connected to the left side of Luan's face as his face bounced back. And again, he's trying with that high kick. Jian, he knows that if he can get in and get the right distance, he can get that kick, and he is going to catch Luan off guard. And they go into the clinch, and they move around. And there was a back leg kick by Luan. A left cross by Luan that was strong and fast, but blocked by Jian. It seems to be, the bleeding seems to have stopped now. Jian has moved Luan back into the corner again. A left hook by Jian that connected on the side of the face of Luan, and he felt that. Jian seems for 18 years old to be one very confident fighter, not only technically, but his pose and his posture is incredible. A left back leg kick high. It is getting more and more difficult for Luan to block those kicks. We could see the weariness in Luan's face at the end of that round. He was able to get in a few good shots this round, but I would have to say that Jian Matsumoto dominated. After learning of his cut, he came back stronger and faster and harder than he had the entire fight. Both corners directing their fighters on what changes they may need to carry out for the next round, in this final round. Let's get ready for round 3 of this lightweight fight in Bragança, Paulista. Both coming out with wild left and right cross hooks, neither connecting. Jian is trying hard for that right leg back kick to the face, and if he catches his distance right, he is going to connect. Luan is getting a little bit tired. There he goes, another back leg right kick. Left leg kick by Luan. Leon's legs are a little bit tired. He is not getting the distance right. He's got to stay a little bit farther away in order to execute those kicks, and he's not able to do it. Jian is a little bit stronger in this 3rd round, able to move in closer and block those kicks so that Luan is not able to execute them properly. There he is. He's got him backed into the corner again. Jian is using his shorter, more aggressive stature. Oh, a left leg kick by Luan. That did catch Jian in the side of the face. Luan was able to catch Jian on the side of the face with that left leg back kick. Back leg roundhouse kick, I should say. Both fighters tired, but still very technical. At 132 pounds, 60 kilograms, this lightweight fight. There in the 3rd round, I'll never understand why at this time in the fight, the 3rd round, both fighters are tired. Jian would execute a back kick, leaving himself completely open, unable to defend himself if Luan had caught him off guard. This is not the time. He should have been doing that when he was fresh in the 1st, 2nd round. The crowd now showing their taste, their dislike for the outsider Luan Santos, as the hometown favorite Jian Matsumoto is moving and pushing Luan back into the corner. A right leg high knee kick by Jian. Both fighters tired now. Luan taking the worst of it, getting it hit into the corner. He's unable to get out of the corner, and they go into the clinch. And Jian throws Luan to the ground and receives a warning from the referee Orlando. Both fighters, warriors, true grit as they slug out this last round, 48 seconds of this 3-round lightweight fight. There goes Luan again, inside, trying to kick from the inside. His legs are too long, he's too tired. A nice high knee from Jian. Luan trying to get those kicks off, but he is too tired now and not able to judge his distance. That was one of the first left leg kicks high, executed by Jian, and it was a good kick. He should be using that a little bit more instead of relying always on his right leg. Luan is looking tired now. Oh, and there he goes. That was that right kick I was talking about in the earlier rounds, and it did catch Luan on the side of the head, right on the ear. You can see the redness in his ear as they clinch, they move together, and they are both looking tired, but Jian is dominating. There's the end of the round. The referee moving in. Jian Matsumoto, the hometown boy from Bragança, Paulista, looks like he looks like he feels confident. And we have the decision now. It's a split decision. Let's see. Look at that. Jian Matsumoto is the winner by split decision. So it was a little bit closer than I had thought. I did give it to Jian, but it was closer than I had thought. And Luan pulled off a great fight.